Well, welcome back. We have Super Bowl predictions. It is the final game of the entire season of our careers. Could be over after this.
That's actually
McVay said he's hoping Stafford comes back after he got eliminated last year. Sam Darnold could be.
I'm doing whatever
after
Stafford
this year.
does. He's out.
Stafford retires. Nick retires. But we do have a lot of props. We're going to give you our best bets. We're going to go over all the fun prop bets in this. We're going to have a little bit of fun in this one. So, again, if you guys do not know, the spread of this ball game is 4.5. It's actually moved from the original 3.5 up to 4, up to 4.5 by the time you guys are watching this. I feel like consensus has kind of moved. I feel like it was super heavy Seahawks, and now I'm feeling a little bit of pushback, at least from what I've seen in the media. But yeah, maybe the Patriots get this done. If you guys want to know, in the last 16 matchups, only 4 have had a spread of 4.5. Every single one the underdog covered in the Super Bowl.
This is the longest odds of these two teams making the Super Bowl, or two teams making a Super Bowl. I think it was like since 1980 something. Yeah, I mean preseason, I think both of these teams were at best 60-1.
Oh yeah,
they haven't had. I mean, the last 20 years it's always just like Patriots, Chiefs, over and over again. So this is the first. Yeah, this is the longest odds for two teams playing against.
I mean, their win totals are both like what, 8.5 and 9.5.
Yeah,
Seattle might have been 8.5 too.
They were just both like clumped into that. Like,
well, again, both second year head coach for Mike, but first year head coach for the Patriots. I mean, in Vrabel, we don't really expect to see them in the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. Not very often.
Yep.
We do
like
have.
If Vrabel wins it, he should consider retirement. Like, he's young coaching wise, but like that's fire.
Just me, Mike, and Matt going down as the good.
Yeah, chilling and Dan's at the beach on the fucking.
That's actually like one top 5 most insane takes I've ever heard. in sports media.
Yeah, that's actually fun.
People should retire after his first year as a coach of the Patriots.
If he wins.
What we did get an update on is Drake Maye had a shoulder injury. It's been a nagging thing. I don't know how serious we take it. Everything's being played down. He's going to get shot up for the Super Bowl. We all know this. He's probably going to play fine. But it did lower his rushing prop, I'm not exaggerating, by 3 yards.
Do you think the shoulder did that?
I think so, because, I mean, it happened within the same time frame of, like, shoulder news came out, rushing prop. I mean, again, it could have been just everybody hammering the under.
37.
But it was all the way up to 40, which was one of the highest we've seen by a quarterback in the Super Bowl, I think, since Cam Newton, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think it's probably more to do with that, if I had to guess, just the overall, like, taking a more long-term look at Drake Maye as a player, and rather just like, oh, the last couple games, he's had a lot of rushing yards. Let me not, like, overemphasize that. 40 is fucking, that's...
I still like, it's crazy to say, but I high-key still like the over. It sounds insane, but if there's one way to attack the Seahawks, it's been the quarterback ground game this year. They're number pretty much 1 and 2 on every single rushing defensive statistic outside of quarterback scrambles, where they're 15th, which is middle of the pack in the league so far this year. And they even, if you go back to last week, they let Matthew Stafford scramble for positive yardage, which he has done a total of 2 times this entire season.
Don't let us go.
So like they clearly do not account for the quarterback nearly as much. And Drake Maye's a guy that likes to take off when scrambling, which is more interesting. He doesn't have designed QB runs, but he takes off when he's trying to get out of the pocket, when he's trying to move, even within the pocket, he takes off. I have the stat here real quick. So Drake Maye's recorded the 3rd most scramble rush yards of the season with 423. Was mainly effective on 1st and 2nd down compared to normally we see quarterback scramble on 3rd down. On 1st and 2nd down scrambles, Maye led the league with 46 carries for 333 yards and 16 first downs, which tied Mahomes. His scramble run rate was over 10% on early downs and 9% on 3rd downs, which is making him one of 14 qualified quarterbacks to take off that often on 1st and 2nd down.
I remember heading into this season doing like fantasy research, and one of the reasons I really liked Maye coming into the year was last year it was there were scramble rates among quarterbacks, and there was I think 3 of them that were above 10%. And I think it was, I might be butchering this stat because it's a long time ago at this point, but I think it was Hurts, Lamar, and Drake Maye as the only players above maybe like 9 or 9.5%. And it was tough at the time to like really reconcile what it was. Was it like the terrible offensive line? It was just like lack of weapons. But now we have another full year of it. It's like, this is probably just who Drake May is as a player.
He's a big scrambling guy. And shoulder injury or not, I still like him to run a lot in this game, especially with them playing a ton. Like the Seahawks run a ton of too high coverage looks, which I think could easily lead to some running lanes for Drake May, like we saw last week against Denver. But yeah, interesting note there. Do you guys have any props for Drake May? Looking at anything for
I actually took her over 1.5 passing touchdowns.
Okay.
Like, well,
him out of the drought?
30 touchdowns this year. I'm just gonna fade the narrative of like he sucks in the playoffs. Like, I think it's just gonna turn around for him. Like, we had a 17 game sample size of this guy being the MVP, and now like everyone's out on him and his play when it comes to the passing game. And I just think plus money right now, I'll take it.
Yeah, no, 100% sure. Everyone, I saw like the shoulder injury thing come out, and my initial reaction was like, he's throwing for 303.
Yeah.
Like, there's like 100% on that. But I also really do like Kenneth Walker in this game. If we just go by the numbers, listen, I've Kenneth over a lot because if we look at just the statistics of the defense for the Patriots and the rushing offense for the Seahawks, and again, we have to bake in that some of this was with Charbonnet, but most of it's been in the past 2 weeks. Running out of the pistol and shotgun, Patriots are middle of the pack, right? We've seen the past 2 weeks, the Seahawks have taken off in that format because Kenneth Walker, if you guys had to guess, Kenneth Walker has been the third fastest player this year. And you wouldn't like expect that.
Based off of like
we didn't get to guess.
I know, but so he's recorded an average speed of 13.2 miles per hour across all rushes, but that's like his average speed. That's the third fastest among running backs who tallied 50 carries this year. The only people above him, if you had to guess who the two people were above him, who would you guess? Getting 14.4 miles per hour is number one, 13.42.
This is all running back?
All running backs that got over 50 carries. Average speed per rush.
I mean, you would assume like Achan's one of them.
Achan's number two.
Yeah, I guess Gibbs.
Gibbs is not correct.
I mean, this feels like such a non-predictive stat. This is just like how many open runs did you really have?
It's about Travion.
No, not Travion. It's a guy. It's a guy like sneaky. I just take his prop all the time for no reason, and he never fucking pulls through for me. Backup running back, but got a good amount this year. Keaton Mitchell, 14.4 miles per hour. Average run rate. But again, the second highest rate among, he reached over 15 miles per hour on 30% of carries, which is the second highest among running backs. The only person above higher was, again, Keaton Mitchell, who had, I think, exactly like 56 carries in the season.
Some of the props I'm interested are like the, who leads the game in a specific stat or category. Like, I think Kenneth is such a favorite for that Ramondre is a good pick at like 4-1.
Oh, yeah.
I think, I saw Diggs at 11-1, which I think is good because I think he probably has the highest likelihood to lead the Patriots in receiving yards. And if it's not JSN, then it's likely going to be Diggs there.
100%.
So I kind of like digging into those. The obvious ones, you have the JSNs, you have the Kenneth Walkers, you have whatever. But if things break in the Patriots' favor, like one of those people are going to return, a ton of value and a ton of money for you. So I kind of like going that way.
But I do like those as well. But going back real quick to the rushing stats I had, light boxes, Patriots are middle of the pack. Again, Seahawks destroy, and rushing in red zone. Right now, the Patriots are actually at 16th in the entire league, where the Seahawks are top 5. So I kind of like Kenneth touchdowns. If Patriots aren't that great of a rushing defense in the red zone, we know what happened last time when the Seahawks got in the red zone. They passed the ball on a slant route on the 1 yard line when they had Marshawn Lynch in the backfield. I don't know if we're going to get PTSD, but I feel like they're going to hand the rock off and let Kenneth cook, especially because, again, like I went over clips of this in my individual. But like Kenneth explodes outside of on outside zone plays. It will turn like nothing into something near the red zone in insane proportions because he just outruns everybody.
I wonder if the Rams would have won if Sharp was playing.
Probably. Like there was a play.
Crazy to say.
Dude, there was a play that I saw from last week where the Rams lined up everybody in the box. Like, I'm not kidding. It was all 11 against all 11 in the box. Kenneth just, it was an inside, power play. He just takes the handoff and immediately just jets outside and like walks it. And it's just
like
like
a George Holani touchdown.
Yeah.
He played a lot in the NFC Championship game.
I mean, he's going to get some run. I mean, you can't run.
Caught like
one
40
running back.
passes last game.
You take his over receiving?
No, I took an anytime touchdown.
All right, fair enough.
Onstein.
Dude, that would be the most vulture shit of all time.
Yeah.
If you took like Kenneth MVP, he's like
They just like so they just want to use the running backs at such a high degree, and it's like they need someone else to touch the ball besides Kenneth. So I could see Holani getting like 8 touches or something if it just so happens that one of them's inside the 10 or 5 or something.
Yeah, I'm also on. I know we talked about this in our shorts, but Travion, he's cooked. Like he's actually cooked. I went deeper into the numbers, and
I mean,
really
at this
looked
point,
into it.
yeah, Vrabel does not trust him at all. He's not going to start throwing him back in the Super Bowl.
I looked into the numbers here. I mean, his rushing line's only 16.5 rushing yards, but even I would take the under on that. He played 4 snaps last week, but not only that, the reason why I think he stopped playing, going back to Houston, the first half he played normal snaps, split in every possession or every other possession, right? Then that strip sack that if you remember, Will Anderson had a strip sack on Drake Maye right before half to give him field possession at the 50-yard line going in. That was pretty much completely Travion's fault.
Yeah. I think it's that. I think the weather definitely factored into it a little bit too.
Oh, yeah.
They trust Ramondre on the ground a lot more, which is crazy considering how much Ramondre would fumble the ball.
But it's interesting to me because Travion allowed two sacks in that game, the Houston Texans, and then in the second half of that game, he played a total of 3 snaps. So the second half he played 3 snaps. The next game he played 4 snaps. If we look at the numbers here, Ramondre, I'll put the tweet up on the thing, but Ramondre Stevenson and Travion Henderson pass protection this season, including playoffs. Ramondre Stevenson had 93 snaps, allowed 6 pressures and 1 sack, which is the 6th lowest among all running backs in the NFL. Travion Henderson had less than half of that, 41 snaps. He allowed 10 pressures, 3 sacks, and the 3rd highest pressure rate among all running backs. Like, brother's just not blocking. Last week, they didn't give him a single pass blocking opportunity. The second half of the Houston game, they didn't give him a single blocking opportunity. Like, I think that's a big narrative.
With my Ramondre anytime touchdown plus 130.
I already took it. I took Ramondre anytime.
Plus 130 for that?
Mm-hmm.
Took it like 5.
Really?
I also took the defensive side of the ball, Seattle to just score. Plus 380. I mean, fumble 6, pick 6.
Seattle to just score.
Well, also, Rashid Shaheed could get one in and it counts because special teams and defense. Or I'm like, the Seahawks have an explosive unit on both special teams and defense. Like,
I'm going to take New England.
Really?
Sam Donald's throwing a pick.
6?
Fumble. Something bad's happening.
Kenneth has MVP locked up until he fumbles the ball at the 1-yard line going in. They pick it up and scoop and score 99 yards.
What are the MVP odds right now?
MVP odds are actually interesting. Sam Donald's plus 115. Drake Maye's plus 230. JSN's plus 500. Kenneth Walker's plus 700. Ramondre's plus 3,000. And then the rest. Rashid Shaheed.
You said JSN was 5-1?
Yes.
I don't mind. 5-1's a little spicy, but I think there's definitely a world where Darnold kind of struggles a little bit, but JSN still gets home. Like we saw that a ton of times this year, so I don't hate that.
I mean, we even saw it with Stafford and Cup.
Yeah,
and when he won Super Bowl MVP, like Stafford didn't have a mind blowing game, but Cup pulled through in some of the clutchest moments of the game.
Yeah,
could easily see that. I went with Kenneth,
like the top defensive player to win MVP.
Nick Immanwari, 8-1.
That's 8 corner.
Or 80-1, sorry. He's going to also get opportunities. Like, he could easily end the game with a pick, a sack, and, some bullshit. Like, he's like one of those guys that will do everything on the field. He could force a fumble. Like,
what's your excitement level for this game, 1 to 10?
Probably like a 3.5.
I'm at between like a 4 and a 5, I think.
We're also going to the game. Not going to the game. We're going to the Super Bowl.
No.
What's wrong with y'all?
No, I think
anytime you get 2 teams that like someone gets their first ring, I think it's awesome.
No, I think the narratives are great. I'm not hating on the narratives or anything, but like I personally am not like uber excited because this also is like going to be a defensive battle, and I could see it like I could easily see this being the Rams Patriots and it being like 13-7.
Yeah, what do you think about the total? 45.5?
Too high.
Yeah, I'd probably take the under on it, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's just a little bit too high for me. 45.5 feels like a lot of points in a game like this. Also, it's like if we just like we're all like, oh, we're gonna see like big Drake Maye game. If Drake Maye plays like he has the first 3 games of this playoffs, this might be Super Bowl 48, Seahawks win by fucking 4. Like, he needs, like, Buddy needs the fucking step up.
It's kind of like he's gonna bounce back.
Yeah, like, we're all in that same there. I'm like, it's the Super Bowl. Buddy has to lock in one time.
Dealing with the shoulder.
But, like, we all came into the Peyton Manning game, like, Peyton Manning's going to blow this thing up. And then the Seahawks, first play of the game, snap goes over his head, safety.
Even the second Peyton Manning, like, I thought the Panthers are going to beat the shit out of Denver.
Yeah, no. Like, it's like defense wins championships, and it's not to be over exaggerated.
Yeah, I fuck with these head-to-head props.
No, the head-to-head ones are actually fun.
I just took Mac Hollins over Cooper Kupp. How you down?
Wanted to do novelty props. I want to do the coin toss. We're going to pick. Heads is going to be this side of the SD card. Tails is going to be this side of the SD card, which we're going to land on. I'm going to put $100 on it.
Who's singing the anthem?
And we're going to lock in. We're putting $100 on this coin toss right here. Tails. If it cuts out tails, I'm $100 richer. Let's go. Minus 102, $100 on the line. Lock it in.
Stop.
What's Matt Collins' line?
It's not high enough.
Super Bowl MVP, Matt Collins. Like, where it's like a personal value. He was like, I can't get off my personal values.
Principles.
And his principles. He was talking about everything. And then they're like, but you wear cleats. And he's like, well, I kind of like, he's like, I wouldn't wear, he's like, I'm not wearing shoes on the track. I just ripped the bottom of my feet. And he's like, well, why don't you do that in games? Well, it's like, brother, what? Breaking your personal values. All right. I think one of the most popular props that we could take, which would be fun, is the game to go to overtime, plus 750. Only happened, once or twice in the Super Bowl, if I'm not mistaken? Once?
Say it again.
Overtime in the Super Bowl. Twice? Twice. Patriots and Niners and Chiefs.
Charlie Puth is fucking singing the national anthem. Goat.
He's the dude on TikTok. He does like, he's not
He's the
on
dude on
TikTok.
TikTok. Yeah, he
But,
does
like,
he's like really into music.
Yeah, I
Like,
wonder if he does like a whole production with it, aka cash the over on time for the national anthem. All right. Novelty props, anything else? Obviously, I just took the tails on that one, but I mean, Gatorade bath color, purple. Orange is the lead right now. Purple, I think it was last year, plus 750 for it to repeat.
You don't think there's something with the team colors here? Red, blue?
I don't know.
I feel like I've never seen red.
No, but we also we haven't gotten water in a long time.
Huh?
We haven't gotten water in a long time.
Is that an option?
Yeah, water's like for it to be water.
There's no chance they dump water on someone.
That's what it used to be before it was like actual true Gatorade. They just would dump like the water.
Like, we need fucking electrolytes.
Never know. They could easily put just fucking all those packs of liquid IV in that bitch. Stir that bitch up. Yeah, no, I mean, maybe we do. Red is crazy plus money. 11-1.
It ain't gonna happen.
Unless
Fruit punch Gatorade. They're not having it.
Vrabel's a fruit punch guy.
I can see Drake drinking red.
Fact.
I mean,
Lips coming out
Mm-hmm.
like his mom just like hacked him with Kool-Aid or something.
100%.
oh my god, that'd be nuts.
Let's fucking go red.
I read 11-1. We'll lock it in. All right, Super Bowl MVPs. Let's lock in our votes.
I got
who do we think?
Let's lock in.
Okay, well, let's start with Super Bowl MVPs. You can also bet position if you want.
So the top DN odds.
Okay, DeMarcus Lawrence. Drake May's gonna get sacks.
2 sacks and nobody else plays well.
2 sacks. Darnold's like 200 yards, 2-1.
I think he's gonna need a Von Miller.
I want one of the interiors. I want a fat boy scoop and score for the dub. Byron Murphy, something like that.
Leonard Williams is the next closest, 150-1. Byron Murphy's 200-1.
Yeah, give me Bob.
George Holani's 200-1.
Give me Bob Murr.
Dude, imagine Kenneth Walker. But can we imagine this? Kenneth Walker goes down. George Holani steps in, has 3 touchdowns, 100 yards.
So I'm saying
And carries them to the win.
you got to take second half props for Holani because that's more likely Kenneth Walker's hurt by that point.
I mean, yeah, if he pulls a Woody Marks comes out.
What's Cooper Kupp read? Darnold to throw picks. Actually, the freest.
I mean, that's.
I know. Like, I hate the odds on that. That's why I want 2.
Here's something that's interesting. That's like nuts that you can look at. So for MVP, this is all they offer for this player versus the field for MVP. They offer Sam Darnold versus the field. Right now, Sam Darnold's plus 135 versus any other player to win MVP. JSN versus the field, plus 500.
Can you get
It's 900.
Can you get the field or no?
Yeah, you can bet minus 175 for any other player.
What? Sorry,
So if you were to bet, it's literally like a versus prop. It's head-to-head prop.
but they're not minus 175 for all of them.
For literally betting any other player, you can bet minus 175 to get them against Sam Darnold.
Right. I'm saying the odds are different for each player though.
You can't bet. I'm saying like this is a versus prop, so where it's like Darnold, like you pick Darnold or the field. That's it.
Correct.
Yes.
What I'm saying is now when you look at JSN, the odds for and the field are different.
Yes. So any other player is minus 900. That's what I was going to get to. Jason's plus 5. Then they offer it only for one other player. Think it's Drake May? No. You think it's Kenneth Walker? No. Rashid Shaheed versus the field.
Really?
25-1 versus the field minus 100,000.
We just found a return one.
I'm not saying there's things written in the stars, gentlemen, but I'm telling you that Rashid Shaheed could easily come away with MVP. I placed that literally 2 weeks ago when they were playing in the NFC Championship that Rashid Shaheed would win Super Bowl MVP.
That's insane.
And I kind of want to keep stamping it. I should double down.
I mean, like one return and one normal receiving touchdown.
Like that could do it. One return alone. Like look at Kadarius Toney and how close he was. All right. So who are your guys' MVP? You're going to take those long shots?
I said Diggs a couple weeks ago.
All right. I'm still taking Kenneth. 7-1. Taking it.
Going JSN and if we can get position on D-line, good. If not, buy Murph.
Position, defensive lineman, 30-1.
For Diggs to win it.
I'll go D-line 30-1.
But you could also go safety, get the value on Nick Emanwari.
Any deals that you get?
Yeah, it's mine. You can't have it.
That's a 5 pick.
Yeah.
You want an offensive lineman? It's actually more likely, according to MGM, more likely for a kicker or punter to win it than a offensive lineman. And a long snapper, if you want to throw them in there. Imagine long snapper MVP. Movie. Vegas go.
What would have to
big?
How bad did the game have to be for a long snapper to win it?
Well,
What the fuck would they have to do?
No. In the Rams,
Just accurate.
in the Rams Patriots game, if I'm not mistaken, that Patriots punter almost fucking, because he punted, I think, 7 times.
You could take that. I saw like a 7+ win prop.
Yeah, but I'm talking about a long snap.
Long snapper will never, ever, ever happen. Unless brother like has like they do a trick play, catches a game-winning touchdown or something like. But even then, it's probably going to the kicker or punter who throws it. Unless he catches a one-handed snack. Imagine getting mossed by a long snapper. Oh my God, that'd be fire. Your career would be over. You'd be retiring with Vrabel and Nick and Matt Stafford. All right.
205 rushing yards plus 6,000.
I mean, it feels like a lock.
Mondre's got that, no? Cook up a parlay.
All right, let's do a little parlay. Pull a parlay and stain.
I'm trying to get bread. So let's
make a fucking intrusive one.
yeah.
Let's do
What
it.
are we doing?
What?
We
haven't done that since week 5.
Oh, yeah. You've been keeping tabs on that? You know exactly what we've been doing.
It feels like it's the word intrusive hasn't been said in a long time.
The last time we did it was week 15. But yeah, for sure. Close enough, though. Like 5. It's in there. It's in the numbers.
Why don't they have fucking like actual defensive players as a anytime touchdown?
Intrusive. What do you got, Mo? You want to lead us off here? If not, I got you. All right. I'm doing first touchdown score. Not first time. First touchdown score. I'm going to take the chalk, but Kenneth Walker getting in at 375. Like, let's not make it too complicated here, gentlemen. Everyone likes to get flashy, fancy, and spend all this money on the Super Bowl just for her to be disappointed by the chalk. But the chalk is the way to go to start your Super Bowl. Second half, we can get flashy. Second half, we can get fancy. First touchdown score, Kenneth Walker. And if you sign up on BetMGM right now using code BETS, you get a second chance opportunity for the Super Bowl, where if whoever you take to score first, if they score second, you get your money back. Locked and loaded. Also, ton of Super Bowl props out right now. And Super Bowl pick promos out right now that you can add on, percents, money backs, a bunch of different stuff that you can add for boosting your Super Bowl parlays. We're taking Kenneth to start us off.
Everyone's taking the chalk in Seattle. Probably not me. Give me the Patriots. Was it in the Denver game?
You're about to make a parlay where we're both taking special teams.
The Denver game, I felt like I kept hearing Tony Romo be like, you can't punt to that guy. And it was the Patriots returner. I feel like I heard that.
I think they were talking about the long snapper.
He's their corner. It's like Chris something.
That was what about Marcus Jones?
Marcus Jones.
Yeah.
To be honest,
Well, Marcus Jones on the other end.
but like Rashid Shaheed might, if he ends up doing anything in the Super Bowl, he's the best like middle of the
I
season
think
trade.
you're getting a Sam Darnold fumble 6.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck Marcus Jones.
Yeah.
Like he could pick it up on defense.
If I could somehow place, we'd make
Use it.
If you guys remember last year,
yeah, but I want
Mo predicted Patrick Mahomes 2 picks.
I won like 1,000 last year.
Did you?
Yeah.
Damn.
So you're gonna beat that this year?
Try if you cook.
But excitement level.
If you cook, I'm doing my part.
I mean, I've been talking about what I think is going to happen for 2 weeks now. I can't say it again. A Byron Murphy scoop and score.
I know. I mean, we're literally synced.
Yeah.
That's fire.
All right, we've been babbling on long enough. We had to pick a side for this game.
Love that database.
Pick a side for the ball game. Where are you guys going?
New England. If that's what
Spread or straight up?
Spread. -4.
Yeah, I'll probably take New England points, but I got Seattle winning.
I'm going to take Seattle to cover here. I think this could end up being like Super Bowl 48 and just be absolute doors blown off.
No, I got New England winning, so it's not hot.
Don't look at me. You think I'm going to change now because you said that?
You guys both took the spread. So when we have the image down below, it's going to be
I actually have New England winning now.
fire. Happy for you guys. All right. Make sure to let us know your guys' Super Bowl predictions down below. And we'll be, hey, if you guys want to see more content, make sure to head over to the trivia channel because we're going to be having interviews. We're going to be having games. We're having a lot of fun with a lot of guests this week over on that channel. Shorts, everything included as well. Hopefully we can get some of that over on this content as well. Take some props with the boys that we're seeing this weekend. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.
Next year, this is how I'm coming.